Tragedy in Half Moon Bay, workplace killings expose plight of migrant farmworkers. The horrific workplace killings that transpired in Half Moon Bay, California in January 2023 have brought into sharp focus the hazardous working conditions endured by migrant farmworkers in the region. Following an extensive investigation, the U.S. Labor Department has announced settlements totaling over $450,000 to be paid to 62 employees of 2 mushroom farms where the tragedy occurred. The incident. On January 23, 2023, a disgruntled employee, 67-year-old Chunli Zhao, opened fire on 2 farms in Half Moon Bay, a small community approximately 30 miles south of San Francisco. The rampage left 7 workers dead and another injured. Investigations revealed that prior to the shooting, Zhao had been involved in an altercation with a supervisor over a forklift incident that he claimed was not his fault. The co-worker responsible for the damage to the forklift allegedly intentionally hit it with a bulldozer. Unveiling substandard working conditions. The deadly shooting and subsequent Labor Department investigation shed light on the deplorable working conditions faced by many migrant farmworkers in San Mateo County. Investigators discovered that workers at both California Terra Garden and Concord Farms were housed in overcrowded and unsanitary conditions. California Terra Garden. At California Terra Garden, 39 workers were found living in cramped cargo containers, garages, and dilapidated trailers. They slept on filthy mattresses and were exposed to insects and trash. The farm's owners, Xianmin Guan and his wife, Liming Zhu, illegally deducted money from workers' pay for the substandard housing. Concord Farms. At Concord Farms, workers were housed in moldy, makeshift rooms in a greenhouse infested with bugs. Owner Grace Tung violated federal regulations by shortchanging workers on overtime pay. Settlements and penalties. As part of the settlements, California Terra Garden has agreed to pay a total of $84,074 directly to 39 workers to compensate for illegal housing deductions and $42,494 in civil penalties for housing, wage disclosure, and record-keeping violations. Concord Farms will pay a total of $370,107 in overtime wages and liquidated damages to 10 workers, $4,242 in late wages to 23 workers, and $29,049 in civil penalties for various violations. Beyond financial penalties. The civil penalties imposed by the Labor Department underscore the severity of the violations committed by the farm owners. However, they cannot fully compensate for the trauma and suffering experienced by the workers. The settlements serve as a reminder of the systemic issues that plague the agricultural industry, particularly for migrant farmworkers, who often work in low-wage, high-risk jobs. Calls for reform. Advocates for farmworkers are calling for comprehensive reforms to address the rampant exploitation and abuse in the industry. They demand increased enforcement of labor laws, improved housing conditions, and better protections for workers. The tragedy in Half Moon Bay has sparked public outrage and renewed attention to the plight of these essential workers who labor tirelessly to put food on our tables.